Hey guys, welcome into the show. Nothing like starting a show on a Friday morning telling my St. Mary's alum that what the heck are they using ineligible players on their soccer team for?
What was he ineligible for? Age
or I don't know. I just saw it come down yesterday.
Grades?
St. Mary's had to maybe grades, who knows. St. Mary's, your alma mater. And this is kind of what we talked about there before we came on to break. No, I just thought it was in the post yesterday. They won. And then they had to forfeit. So then the other team now gets to move forward and play. So they had to vacate their district soccer title. I feel bad for the kids.
Me too.
In that, because it's like, what? We just won, our season's over. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're talking about in the break. Right out of the gate, flying, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed on a Friday morning. We are here. It's Arch City now. That's producer Ryan, Vic Faust. If you want to give us a call, as always, you can do that at 855-282-8255. You can also jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. We are absolutely packed on a Friday today. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We've got a lot of, you've got Mizzou information. You've got SLU. We got the Blues for a weekend series, which is coming up. A Friday night, Saturday night home tilt. 2 weeks again. Blues have games on a Friday night and a Saturday night at home, which is really cool. When you come back for the November break, the Thanksgiving break, which is going to be really, really cool as well. So that's going on. NFL from last night. The Chiefs this weekend. There's like I said, there's a lot going on that we're going to get to today. We've got an interview coming up promoting a really, really great charitable event that's coming up. That'll be in our 7:30 bill. We'll have that coming up, which we talk about. Also, interesting. Yeah, Missouri's hemp business also another challenge is coming out. New federal THC limits could force thousands of hemp-derived products off store shelves. That could raise concerns about some jobs and consumer safety and the future of local shops. So we'll get into that as well. Anything else that you guys want to talk about, as always, you can jump on into the show. Let us know what you guys got going on for the weekend. Like, subscribe, share the show, promote events that are coming up this weekend as well. What do you got going on? Today, we're going to be approaching an all-time record when it comes to weather. 80s coming up for today. It's here, believe it or not. It's like, okay, we will jump into this and see what's going on. We've also got, which I found very interesting today too, Shohei Ohtani. Is there any question that he's the best baseball player of all time? Any question, Youngblood?
No, I don't think there's any question.
He picked up another MVP, 4 and 5 years, unanimous.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. MLS, they are switching to the soccer schedule. Yeah, we're going to take 6 weeks off during the middle of the season. I'm sorry. I can't get into that. I can't. Soccer fans, tell me why that's a good thing. Yeah, we're rolling around our season. Oh, yeah, we're going to take 6 weeks off. What? I don't get it. Don't like it. I've been too lazy to switch. Who can I switch to if I'm on YouTube TV? I don't get ESPN or ABC anymore. We're going on 3 weeks of this BS that's going on. It frustrates me. ESPN Disney is losing a lot of money. ESPN, because they started a bunch of BS programming over them, they've lost a ton of money. ESPN has gone downhill. Disney is losing money. Allegedly, YouTube TV and Disney have an agreement on ESPN. They can't figure out what to pay for ABC. That's the word that's coming out. So we can break that down a little bit. Tell you a little bit more about the most expensive college football stadium being built. You know what it is? You know what it is, don't you?
I heard it was a weird
school. I love it. Well, it's not a weird school.
Not a weird school, but I heard it was like a school that's not like known in football right now.
Northwestern.
Yeah, Northwestern. Yeah, I know they have a good coach though, so it makes sense.
They're building. It's almost $900 million stadium, and it's only going to seat under 40,000 people. but it's all about the experience.
Hmm.
And I love the concept. We'll talk more about that. We've got some updates from that going on. Also, betting right around the corner in the state of Missouri, where you can bet in the state, December 1st, about 2 weeks away. In the middle of that going on, you also have ESPN now shutting down their $2 billion ESPN bet. Not bet like Rye says, but ESPN bet. And they're literally going back to DraftKings. They tried to do their own deal. Didn't work. They're heading back to DraftKings. DraftKings dominant in that business. Really, really doing a good job. We've also got what I find interesting. Where are the 25 best run cities in America? No, St. Louis is not in there. Kansas City is not in there. But we'll get that in to give you an idea. But you always got to look at who's doing well. Also, the fastest growing U.S. cities. That's not St. Louis. That's not Kansas City or Springfield. But there is a theme with what's happening and why people are doing what they're doing, as we were just talking about. Whoa, what do you got going on here? Laptop's doing some cray stuff. Well, I did have it in there. High school football tonight. District championships up for grabs. We'll get into that as well. Looking forward to see what you got going on. And, of course, anything else that you guys want to go and talk about. Okay. We were just talking about it, so I have to get into it. And I'm sorry, but this is really bad for St. Mary's. So St. Mary's in the St. Louis area, their district championship soccer title has been revoked after a fight during a soccer match. The high school team lost its district title after a bench-clearing fight. The state said they suspended players that took part in the championship game. This could have been a moment, kids dream of winning districts. But this is what goes on. So here's what happened. It was a fight during last week's semifinal soccer match. And now the team's been stripped of its district title. The president of St. Mary's Southside Catholic, quote, just devastated. This was a horrible day at school for the young men of our soccer team. You can't fight in games or after games, as Cardinal Ritter found out when they were playing that team earlier this year, when they got pepper sprayed after the game. So what happened was it was a match between St. Mary's and Gateway Science Academy Charter School.
So it's crazy. I went to that school for middle school too.
There you go. They suspended 6 players who left the bench and joined the fight.
Whoa.
That was going on the field. So what happened at the game was unacceptable. Our players do not behave like that. The Missouri State High School Activities Association told the school's athletic director that the players involved in the fight should be suspended and receive red cards. Despite that, St. Mary's won the game against Valley Park on Tuesday. However, the state then retroactively stripped the team of their district title, saying it used players who should have been suspended. So St. Mary's did not suspend the kids that were involved in the fight, played them in the game where they won against Valley Park. Therefore, they lost the match. Misha says that St. Mary's should have suspended those kids. They didn't suspend them. They played them illegally, and that's why they lost the game. However, here's what happened. Quote, we were fully prepared that if they said to us, you're going to have to forfeit your next game, we would have forfeited that game. That's coming from Mike England, president of the school. He said, we had 3 players that remained on the bench. Everyone else came out onto the field. My bottom line is that we wanted Misha to partner with us so that we could handle this. A key question that they had never asked us before was, did any of the players come off the bench and not engage in the altercation? And the answer was yes. England insisted they did what the state asked, and yet their team's title was still taken away. Misha responded and said, our role is to ensure fairness, consistency, and the safety of student athletes. Our review determined that required suspensions were not applied. St. Mary's, Misha says St. Mary's knew that they were supposed to suspend 6 players for their championship district game, and they didn't. So they stepped in. So some words were exchanged on the field. It was a heated moment. It involved lots of 18-year-olds from Gateway and our 14-year-old boys. We were definitely winning the game at the time. That came from a parent from St. Mary's. Yeah, so no one from Misha contacted Mike England, he says, to explain why the school soccer team was stripped of its championship title. Well, yeah, they did. They told you. Am I a fan of Misha? No, I'm not. Misha and how they have handled situations that I've seen over the years has been flat out terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst state-run high school sports associations I have ever seen or been involved with.
Yeah, Misha did me dirty my sophomore year.
They're terrible.
Yeah,
they're terrible.
I just think it was kind of dirty because you know how I think it's still in. If you're from private to private, you can't play the next year.
Correct.
Right, unless you
can't do that.
Like
unless you have a cause.
Yeah, like my cause was St. Mary's was 2 minutes away from me, and I didn't want to like drive. My parents didn't want to drive me all the way out to like what was it, Kings Highway and stuff.
I think that did they say why you didn't do that to get from the start?
No, the reason I didn't go because I tested in the SLU.
Okay.
So I was like,
so did you start at SLU?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I was like, transferred, sat out. I was cool with it, but then I just played the next year. But personally, I don't like that. If you didn't play like varsity or something, I think you should be able to play.
No, I understand. I do. I get it, man. I get it.
I was on the freshman team. Like,
I understand. I'm not a big fan of Misha. I understand if there's a brawl, but here's what happened. Misha did not do anything. Ladue plays tonight against Cardinal Ritter in the district championship. Ladue upset my son's team on my CDS, but in that game, there was a brawl, literally a brawl, where you see Ladue coaches and players punching. You have 2 MICDS kids punching on this against like 15. All those kids should have been suspended for the next game, whoever won. Misha didn't do anything. This brawl, it's on camera.
Like they pick and choose sometimes.
It's on camera.
Like, I don't know.
Like 15 Ladue kids should have been suspended. 2 of their coaches should have been suspended. There may be a lawsuit that's coming as well that I was told from one of the MICDS kids' dads against a coach. It's on video, hitting a kid on the sideline in the back of the head. This is where it's like Misha. It's like I've never understood Misha, and it is what it. And Misha certainly picks and chooses when they allow certain kids to transfer or not to transfer in the state of Missouri. So whatever. St. Mary's it's unfortunate. So St. Mary's does not get to go. Valley Park, who got beat, got the call. Oh yeah, you're going on. You lost to St. Mary's, but they were playing players that shouldn't have played. So it is what it is. Friday morning, starting it off, 6:20, Art City now. Glad you guys are with us. So you're an alum. It was on my mind. It's a story that makes sense to talk about in the St. Louis area. Do not fight in games. This is what can happen.
Just don't fight
if you, games. And I know it's a heat of the moment thing, but if you fight, you can be suspended. And they suspended the kids who left the bench. That's the problem.
And you know what's weird though?
And coaches need to remind their kids, you can't leave the bench and go on the field.
You know what's weird? I'm not sticking up for this. I don't think you should ever fight in a game like that. But it looks like to me that they were beating them pretty bad or something.
Yeah.
They put the freshmen in. The older guys tried to like punk the freshmen, and then the guys that were on the bench, the older guys stepped in. It feels like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it does. Exactly. 100%.
Because especially because GSA, or Gateway Science Charter now. It's not really. I'm not gonna say it's not really that big of a sports school either. So yeah, maybe they were just losing and they were getting mad and then tried to get on the little guys.
It's just no need for it.
It's no need for it.
And then you have a season that's gone forever. It's over. It's all over from that standpoint. Gone. Gonzo, nothing you can do about it to get it back.
I'm more of a firm believer, like, if you're ever going to argue, man, argue within your team, within your brothers, and get it situated with them. You can't fight on the field.
No, you can't.
Like, just use your talent and beat them.
622, Art City Now. Like, subscribe, share the show, jump it on X, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where you can stream us live. You can also call us if you want to, 855-282-8255. You know, I like myself from Mike England. I do. I like myself some Mike England. But I wish they would not have played those players. They probably would have won anyway.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Man.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give your Saint. What are you, the Dragons?
Yeah, we're the Dragons.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It's all good. We'll do that.
Come on, football.
Yeah. Last night, while we were on some of that, the Patriots won against the Jets. There you go again. You want to bet in the NFL? Jets were a 13.5-point underdog. Final score, Patriots won 27-14. Meaning, if you bet the Patriots, you lost by a half point. If you took the Jets and the points, you won by a half point.
That's why I don't do it, Vic.
Exactly.
That's why I don't do it.
See, I'm convinced. Here's what I know what happened. Here's why the lines many times are close. Because there are time travelers. You do know that, right? There's time travelers. There's people who have portaled back and forth. So they work in Vegas. This is my philosophy on it. They know. They've seen the future. They come back and they work in Vegas. That's the only thing I can think of. And they can't do every game because then everybody would know. So you do most of them that are going to be right around the same line. So you got time travelers, buddy. You believe you got portals, right? You know what portals are? People are jumping into portals and hopping there. Someday we'll get in a portal. We'll go check things out and come back.
I wouldn't be surprised that in like 50 years or something crazy, you know? I don't know. Like, it just seems weird that it is so close. That's why I don't do money lines for real.
Yep.
Even with player props, it's still close, but sometimes a player will just pop off for something crazy.
I know. I find that to be the case more in pro sports than in college. But I will tell you this. Now, last year, I bet an awkward college football game that was being played in the Bahamas. And I made my pick at halftime. Let's just say I put a lot of money on it. For a game that is that obscure. My team that I bet on scored the game-winning touchdown with 1 second left. It was called touchdown. He leaned across the goal line. Touchdown. That's all up. Then all of a sudden, and the video evidence, and they reviewed it. The head guy runs in, races. No. Let's go to them. The other coach was like, fine, whatever. It said no, and the official runs in. Then they did a review for 8-9 minutes. Overturned it. Announcers are like, this is why is this taking so long on a bowl game? And it didn't mean anything, number one. And number two, the video evidence. And it wasn't just me one, it showed. And I was like, yep, he's over the goal line. Ball's over. Their knees are not down. And then they overturned the touchdown on the game's final play.
Weird, see?
I'm like, did somebody just see that large bet I just placed at halftime? And all of a sudden,
wouldn't be weird. I wouldn't be like, you're tripping, Vic. No, you're right.
But that with betting that's coming up here, I mean, listen, I'm glad. I don't care that people, you know what? Hey, if you want to bet, you want to do it. You have the opportunity to do it coming up December 1st in the state of Missouri. More power to you. Okay, that's fine. But also at the same point in time, you have to remember that just because you have the opportunity to do it doesn't mean you're going to win. We always think about the positives. It's kind of like dating. When you meet somebody or you're with somebody, you're always looking for the good side. You don't meet somebody at first really and you look for the bad side, do you? You don't go on a date looking for the bad unless you've been burned a lot of times. And then you're like, okay, where are the red flags? Show me your red flags so I can get this over with.
Yeah, show me what's wrong with you.
The defeatist attitudes. Why have people dumped you or why aren't you with anybody right now? That's kind of how it is with betting. Just be careful. It's coming. Have fun. Be responsible, but be careful because before you know it, there's a reason why these agencies can make so much freaking money and do what they're doing. Just be careful. From Arch City Now, we give you that going on. It's all about units. Bet the same amount for every game. Be responsible unless you know somebody that knows something and you feel more comfortable betting a little more. And don't bet a Bahamas bowl game and put a large sum of money on it at halftime.
I'm just thinking about.
And I did that because a friend of mine runs his own service out of Vegas.
Yeah.
He's been super successful. He used to work. He started up the betting on ESPN show. So I was using his service and he's outstanding. Doug Kazarian is his name. And I got a message, do it. And I did it. And I think it all went in at halftime for a bunch of people. And then it got overturned on that call. I guarantee they look at trends and I'm just telling you, there's no doubt. People are like, you're crazy, Vic. I'm like, I don't know. I'd never seen anything like that. Never, ever, ever. So just having some fun with that.
They were like, yeah, we're taking out certain guys or something. Or
yeah.
Like,
no, it's one of the craziest games. But anyway, the Patriots won last night, 27-14. They're 9-2, everybody. They got the best record in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right now, they're the Patriots. The freaking, and I'm telling you, I'm not impressed with them. I'm not impressed with what I saw last night. I am not impressed. They don't have superstars on offense. They just don't. Drake May is good. He is. But he's not a world beater yet. He's going to be. He reminds me of Tom Brady. He still does. Yeah. Just calm, cool, collected, looks like him, same size. I don't know. I'm just not. They don't have a star running back. They don't have star receivers. Their line's good.
Stephon Diggs.
I wouldn't call him an upper echelon receiver anymore. I wouldn't.
I think he's in that middle tier, though.
If I had time, I would tell you 10 to 15 receivers who I would take over him.
10 to 15?
Yeah. He's not. Yeah.
I put him in that middle tier of like.
Middle tier. He's a middle tier guy.
I put him 10 to 15, you know?
So we'll see where they go. Their defense is good. I don't know. I just, it's hard to believe in the Patriots right now. It is. So anyway, they're there. We'll talk about that coming up. The Chiefs have a big game Sunday. Broncos. Chiefs have to win. They do. They can't be 5-5. 5-5, 10 games in. So we'll continue to talk about that. We got the High School Football Association with St. Louis area coming up. We'll set the stage for the weekend with Mizzou, SLU basketball. Just a lot going on right here. We'll take a break. We'll come back, jump in the show. This is Arch City Now, producer Rise alongside. I'm Vic Faust, back with more. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Faust. Producer Rye alongside. Good morning, St. Louis. The sun is coming up. That'll be a nice summer day today. 80 degrees around. Approaching 80, close to hitting the record. What are your plans for the day? You're going to be out and about. Be good to get outside, enjoy the weather while we have it. It'll be really nice on Saturday as well. Sunday starts to get a little cooler again, but not cold. Well, cold's relative, I guess. It's all good. 6:36 is the time. It is Friday. It's November 14th. We're glad you're with us today. We kickstart some of those things that are going on. From a St. Louis standpoint, I was talking about district high school football titles up for grab tonight. Parkway North is hosting Orchard Farm. You've got Lutheran North playing at Southside, St. Mary's Southside. Kirkwood, Eureka, a rematch. That'll be a good one. Kirkwood hosting Eureka, an 8-1 team and an 8-2 team. These games are at 7 p.m. Parkway North is at 6:30, which is really cool. I mean, Vianney's hosting Sullivan, another good one. Pattonville's at Rittner. Another interesting matchup out west. Troy Buchanan and Fort Zumwalt West. 9-2 Troy Buchanan, who lost to Fort Zumwalt West during the year, and Fort Zumwalt West, who is 8-3. Cardinal Ritter, Ladue. You've got Parkway West out at Fort Zumwalt North. I mean, a lot of really, really good games. A lot of really good games going on throughout the area as well. Valley Catholic, they're a perennial 10-0, playing at Lift for Life. And then you've got CBC. Actually, Lift for Life's playing at Valley Catholic, excuse me. And then Lafayette playing at CBC. Another really interesting game. So good luck to all those teams tonight if you're involved in it. It's a fun time of year, that's for sure. And, of course, trying to make the most of those opportunities that you have. Hey, Mizzou football tomorrow night, senior night, Missouri, hosting Mississippi State. It kicks off just after 6:30. The point spread for that game, 6.5 points. Missouri's lost 3 of the last 4, some very tight games until Texas A&M last weekend. They're getting back to action tomorrow night. Last time you'll see Missouri at home this year. The crowds have been incredible, absolutely incredible all season. Let's see what shows up for tomorrow night. Weather should be really good for that. If I were a betting man, Rye, I'm taking Missouri, and I'm giving up the points. You're going to see him. Yeah, you'll see a different. You'll see a different offense. That's for sure. That's the word I'm hearing.
And I don't trust anything. That Mississippi State team just plays every team tough, and
they do, and they have all year.
At this point, I'm like, man, Mizzou may be the team that just may drop it against them.
I don't know. We'll see. That's producer Rye.
I hope not. Though.
I would take Missouri and give up the points. That's where I am on that.
I need Mizzou to win this game.
Why is that?
Because me and Wilson made a bet that
Who's Wilson?
He's the producer for the character show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that Wilson, yeah.
Yeah. Made a bet that Mizzou would go either 9-3 or better or 8-4. I said they're going 9-3 or better.
Okay.
He said 8-4.
He's not an alum then, is he?
No, he's an alum.
Okay, gotcha.
And yeah.
All right. It's all good. It's all good, buddy, as we get into that stuff. It's all good. 6:39, about 6:40. It's Friday, November 14th. What's going on with you this weekend? You got plans? You want to promote anything? Go ahead. We love it when you do. Jump in the show. X, Facebook, YouTube. Let us know what's going on. We'll get into that. We'll promote it. We love to do charities. We love to promote charities as well. 7:30 live. Trina Eakins will be in studio live promoting an event that's coming up. Just love it. Just love what's going on, which we'll get into, tell you how you guys can be a part of it as well. Mizzou basketball has a game over the weekend too. Their first game since absolutely rocking Minnesota the other night. Actually, they play Monday night, so they host Prairie View. SLU has a game tomorrow night, 7 p.m. The 3-0 Billikens hosting Grand Canyon. SLU off to a really good start. And not just because they're winning against these teams that they're better than, but they've got so many guys that are participating, so many guys that look good. They look deep. That's a good thing. They look deep. They got players, multiple players who can put the ball in the basket. And that's always key, especially if you plan on having a conference run to try to win that conference league and or making the NCAA tournament. Hey, Shohei Ohtani. He won his 4th MVP in 5 years. 4th. It was unanimous. All 31st place votes. Kyle Schwarber was second. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I get it. Mets outfielder Juan Soto was 3rd. So we love our baseball in this town. Is there any doubt that this is the best all-around baseball player ever in the history of the sport? You'll have some old timers who'll probably say no or say, well, it's impossible to compare. But I think in this day and age, specialized positioning and trying to get the best matchups, you still have a guy who has absolutely dominated the game. He runs, he hits, he's mentally strong, he pitches, he changes games. We've never seen somebody get 5 intentional walks in a game or 4. Then I've never seen anything like it. Shohei Ohtani, the best baseball player in the history of the game. And we're having an opportunity to watch him right now in our lifetime. Enjoy it because the guy is something special. Never have we seen anything like this before in the history of the sport. So Shohei, oh, and by the way, the Dodgers, I know we can love to hate them. You know, they cleared almost $70 million from their books this offseason.
What?
Yeah, from previous contracts.
So they're going to have more money.
They've got $70 million more to go spend on top of what they already have.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I mean, that's how you do it right. I mean, obviously they're spending money. That's what you call a good organization. They are the best organization in baseball, and they have been for some time. And that's what's like, hey, you know, I remember when the Cardinals were relevant. The Cardinals aren't relevant anymore. We don't like to talk about it in St. Louis. We do, but we don't. They're just not relevant. And we proved this year that we're not some awesome baseball town because we didn't go to the games. Ownership started it the last couple of years, basically told us we're not going to put a product on the field. And we said, see ya. We as a fan base said, see ya. Joe Buck called it out on Twitter. Remember, he's like, I hope the Cardinals management is paying attention when there were like 11,000 people at the game, 10,000 maybe.
Yeah, so they said that they're not really going to put a product on the field.
Yeah, and we didn't show up.
Yeah, why spend money if you're not going to try?
The best baseball town in America was destroyed. Can it be built back up? Yeah, absolutely. Is it going to happen next year? No way. Nope. Far way away. The Dodgers are iconic. The Dodgers have done it the right way. The Dodgers had a lot of money to do it. They made great decisions. They built their farm system. And here they are. So when you already have money, because there's a lot of teams that threw a lot of money out. Padres didn't get them a title. Mets did. You know, you have Yankees, they stopped doing it. The Dodgers know how to spend money. And there's another really good Japanese pitcher that's going to be coming to the majors. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We know where he's going.
Let's hope not. Oh, he's good friends with Yamamoto.
Yeah.
And Shohei.
Oh, wow. You just see him eating somewhere.
The Japan Dodgers have arrived in America.
Oh, my goodness.
So we'll see where all that goes. But Shohei doing the best that he can right now, getting things done. Congrats to Shohei. I love watching the guy play. I love watching him run and hit. He started to have fun, too. He's not just like a robot that's out there. It's like, okay, all right, I get it. I see you, man.
When you're playing with a bunch of really, really good players, I bet you're having fun and winning so much.
Yeah, how about, I mean, must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice to have the lineup that they do. And you know who I'm happy for? Tommy Edman. Because we saw him in St. Louis and he had a lot of talent. And I just loved seeing him have success with the Dodgers. I loved him in St. Louis. I did. I loved him. So he went on to the Dodgers, and all he's doing is winning World Series. But he's had a bad ankle for the last 2 years, so to speak. But he just continued to play on. He was traded to the Dodgers, and then he ended up winning the NL Championship Series MVP. He struggled this year in the World Series, but he did make some really good defensive plays at second base and center field to help the Dodgers repeat as champs. I loved him as a Cardinal. I did. And he's doing well. Yeah, he signed a $74 million contract last offseason. So good for Tommy Edman out there in L.A. This is Art City Now, all things St. Louis all the time, and other stories that affect us and from the area. If you have headline stories, interviews that you want, let us know. We'll get that out there for you. Appreciate you jumping in on this Friday, November 14th. 6:46 is the time. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us every day from 8 to 10 o'clock. It's Friday. That means the MIZ STL show with Grant Salzman is from 10 to 11. And then some guy named Charlie Tuna and Posse. Who's this Charlie Tuna guy? They come in from 11 to 1.
Unk now, man.
Okay.
Unk. He's here.
Yeah, so you got that from 11 to 1. College football, we talked about Missouri tomorrow night against Mississippi State. Tigers, 6.5-point favorite. Illinois hosting Maryland tomorrow. They're 6-3. So Illinois ready to get action there going on. And then also when you talk about college football, we've got some pictures of this, and Ryan will show it for you. You've probably heard about it, but Northwestern is currently building the most expensive stadium in college football. So Northwestern was trying to kind of send shockwaves, so to speak, across the college football landscape. And what they did was they're constructing what is called the state-of-the-art stadium. It's almost $900 million. Penn State's kind of going through a multi-phase $700 million renovation project as well, but Northwestern is well on its way to finishing construction by their deadline of fall 2026 for next year. So what this stadium is, it's only going to be 35,000 seats. And when I first saw that, I was like, what? A $900 million stadium with only 35,000 seats. But what they're doing is the technology is amazing. So what they did was the roof canopy structure was nearly complete. So they've got that going on. So they named it after billionaire Pat Ryan. He's a trustee at Northwestern. He donated $480 million to the funding of the new stadium. They should have donated $100 million to their NIL program, and they could have got a whole bunch of really good players. That's if you're going to donate $480 million. But here's what they do. It's the smallest venue in the Big Ten, but they did it on purpose so that the features make up for its size, where it's going to be an incredible watching experience. So they have 4 festival areas that will be suited and situated around the stadium. And we can show you different pictures as well. You can scroll through them, Ryan, as you go. It's specifically designed to hold in the sound where it would be one of the loudest stadiums and create a strong home field advantage. So the project should be done for the next year. But I find it fascinating that you're going to have a 35,000 seat stadium where the sound is incredible. The technology is top notch. It looks amazing. And it's an inclusive year-round gathering place for people to go to as well. I thought it was really cool how the architecture, the building, what they're doing with it. They're trying to draw inspiration from the Intuit Dome where the Clippers play, the LA Clippers.
That's a cool state. That's a cool arena too.
Yeah, and that's Ryan Field's architectural design ensures that there's not a bad seat in the house either. Like everybody is right on the field.
Oh, that's cool.
So that it doesn't matter where you're sitting. The closest seating area for the games, 90 feet away from the field. That's crazy. 90 feet away from the action. with the furthest seats only going back 136 feet. I mean, think about that. That is so cool for any viewing experience.
So basically, they're making an exclusive stadium.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
it's
Put this in
exclusive.
perspective. And I covered Michigan football for years when I was in Detroit. The closest seats to the stadium at the Big House, 235 feet away.
Whoa.
The closest.
Yeah.
The worst seat in this stadium is 100 feet closer than the field. The most expensive seat at the Big House. So Northwestern is putting that together. I love the idea. If they have money, it's great. Pay your players. You got to go get some play. You got the stadium. Now go get the players.
I think that's what they're going to do.
Maybe that's the next step.
I think that's the recruiting tactic. They're like,
Well,
you see the stadium?
Well, it's one thing, but it's show me the money.
Yeah, it's going to be, you see the stadium?
Show me the money. That's what it's about. That stadium's great, but you got to get the players to come go in there and watch. So I just love the stadium idea. I love with it. It was like I needed to see this and see what happened with only 35,000. So putting that really cool stadium in Chicago. Just, a fun story for a Friday. Imagine what you have there.
I think there's a reason why that rich guy only did like half of it. I think he's using another half for the NIL. That's my guess. I think he's using like
I don't know. They need to.
I think he's going to donate some more money for NIL. So he's like,
we'll see where it goes. No doubt about it. I love that stadium. All right. All good there. By the way, the Major League Soccer schedule is changing. That is 100% sure. So St. Louis City SC will have a new schedule. The Major League Soccer Board of Governors voted to align with the international soccer calendar. So they're going to shift their regular season to a summer to spring campaign. Basically, what's going to happen is now you're going to play from August and you're going to play all the way through May. So right now they play from February to November. That's changing. It's going to change. So here's his quote. The calendar shift is one of the most important decisions in our history. That's coming from Don Garber, the MLS commissioner. He says, aligning our schedule with the world's top leagues is going to strengthen our club's global competitiveness, create better opportunities in the transfer market. I can see that, I guess. And ensure our Audi MLS Cup playoffs take center stage without interruption. So now the change would see the season kick off in mid-July and run through the spring, with decision day in April and the MLS Cup playoffs in May. And then MLS would allocate a winter break to prioritize player recovery, pausing action. I like how they put this together. It's a recovery break. Do you see the NFL? Do they have a recovery break? You get a week by. Enjoy it. I don't like this. I mean, I understand the marketing and I see the sentencing. Well, it's a player recovery break for our players, I'm sorry. Very few times do I ever agree with how things are done in Europe when it comes to sports. Ever. Now, I know soccer isn't an American sport. I get it. I understand that the best soccer in the world is not played in the United States. I get it. But to take a 6-week break? We're just going to pause.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Can't buy in. Trying.
Yeah, we're just going to have all our players just not play any TV games for 6 weeks and then just come back randomly,
I don't know. Do you understand? Doesn't it seem weird?
Yeah, it's weird to me. I don't really get I get it because they're like, oh, let's make them feel healthier and let's be like Europe. But like at the same time, I'm like, every other sport over here just plays. Nobody has like a 6-week break for I'm not going to say no reason, but get by.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're going to play through, and it's because of winter. I mean, here, winter, it's not good, but we're going to take off the last 2 weeks of December and all of January. Okay. All right. That's what they're trying to do. That's what's going to happen. Nothing's going to change it. I just hope St. Louis City SC does well with it. Want to see our soccer team locally do well. I just don't understand a 6-week break in a professional season, and I never will. It makes no sense to me. Keep the action going. Keep the action going. Keep the action going. This is Art City Now. That's producer Rye. I'm Vic Faust. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Glad you guys jumped on X, Facebook, and YouTube. If you ever want to give us a call, you can do that as well. The phone number to do that is 855-282-8255. Once again, that is 855-282-8255. You can jump in, share stories. What are your plans for the weekend? We like to talk about those things that are going on as well. Also, any stories that we might be missing, we're trying to get the word out so that we're focused on all things St. Louis all the time. We'll be promoting a big charitable event coming up at 7:30. You won't want to miss that as well. These are some of the things that are going on. We appreciate you guys being here this weekend, and what a great weekend of weather. I mean, I'm assuming this, we keep saying it because we've had, in my humble opinion, a mild fall. We have. Get out and enjoy it. Could be the last one, but 80 degrees today, around the same tomorrow. Yeah, try to get out and enjoy the weather if you can, somehow, some way. Take it in, appreciate it, as we say that all the time. When we come back, we'll set the stage again for some of the stories we've been talking about. We'll get more into the Blues. The Blues tonight, tomorrow night. Can't wait for that as well. Plus the other action from the weekend, the news stories, the headlines, all coming up here. Jump in on the show if you want to. Art City Now, producer Rice here. I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou information station. We're live and on demand at louinfo.com. Friday. Good morning, St. Louis. Producer Ryan alongside. I'm Vic Faust, Art City Now. We are here till 8 o'clock every Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m., getting you up and at it here in the St. Louis area. Jump in, join us on the show. We love it when you do. Say hi, check in, whatever the case. Give us story ideas. What's happening in your neck? What's happening where you live? All of those things. What should we give shout outs to as well? 855-282-8255. We are your Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. Louinfo.com is where you can learn more about what we do as a network, all of the coverage, all of the content that we have. By the way, Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us each day from 8 to 10 with Cam Jansen, the former Blue and Cardinals broadcaster, Jim the Cat Hayes. Then it's MIZ STL show from 10 to 11 today. Grant Salzman has that. And then the Charlie Tune and Posse show from 11 to 1. We're here. We're ready to get things going for you on a Friday. Coming up at 7:30, have a very interesting guest when it comes to promoting a charitable event for kids and the Christmas season. Stay tuned with us for that as well and see how you can get involved from that standpoint. Tonight, the Blues in action. I really love this, what they have going on. So here's what you have. You literally have a situation where the Blues have back-to-back home games, literally back-to-back home games. Tonight, Philadelphia in town. The Flyers have had a decent year so far. The Flyers right now are 8-5-3. They have 19 points. 8-5-3, 19 points. The Blues are 6-8-3. They have 15 points. So, and the Blues have played one more game. That's all right. That's all right. This is a chance for the Blues to pick up some points over the weekend. So they got the Flyers tonight. Tomorrow night, they host Vegas. And that's another opportunity. Vegas is, they're a good team, but they haven't been dominating the season either. I mean, Vegas has 19 points as well, 7-4-5. So this is a great opportunity for St. Louis, for Coach Jim Montgomery, having his full allotment of players, to put together back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins. Why not? Why not? You can do it. This team is good enough to do it. Plus, home games downtown at Enterprise is just that's awesome to me. I just love it. The aspect with the schedule this year, how things are working out, what it means for the fans. And of course, the fans have not had a chance to see many wins at home. And that's why I would love to see it for the Blues fans, the fans that go out and support this team over and over and over again. So obviously the Blues have these two games tonight at home. Then they have 5 straight road games on the East Coast. Toronto, back to Philadelphia, the New York Islanders, the New York Rangers, the New Jersey Devils. But then guess what? They come right back, have a game at home on November 28th, right after Thanksgiving, the night after Thanksgiving on Friday. And then Saturday, November 29th, they host Ottawa and Utah, back-to-back games. And they take Sunday off. Then they have another home game against Anaheim. So you'll have 3 other home games right after they're gone for 5 straight. And then, of course, they hit the road for 3 straight as well. So the schedule, because of the winter break this year with the Olympic hockey break, is very interesting to maneuver. But it does offer some opportunities you don't normally see in St. Louis when it comes to going and watching the Blues. Back-to-back on Friday and Saturday night, 2 times in the next 3 weeks. I'm all for it. Love it. Let's just get some wins. Blues need to get those wins tonight. Get the team going. Get that action rocking and rolling, and see where you're going for tonight. Love it when you guys jump in on the show. We appreciate that. We try to cover a lot of the things that are happening from a St. Louis standpoint. If you want to jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube, we love it when you guys do. We love to talk to you from that standpoint. And of course, any stories, news headlines, interviews that you'd like to see, we cover those as well for you. If you guys want to get on the comments, we try to get to those as well. And of course, if you want to call, you can do that too. The number is 855-282-8255. We're talking about temperatures today in the 80s. That's right. I said possibly the 80s today. You could hit the 80s, approaching the 80s. Between 75 and 80, lots of sun. Tomorrow, same thing. Lots of sun for Sunday, too. Just a little bit colder, maybe around 60 for a high. But as you look at the next week, too, you're still talking about temperatures that are somewhat mild for this time of year. So what an awesome day to get outside, to enjoy it. Don't know if you guys have plans for the weekend or not. Let us know what you do have. We are halfway through the month of November already. We're talking about Thanksgiving in 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks from yesterday. And we've got the temperatures that we have right now. So enjoy it, get out, support whatever you've got going on. We love it, that's for sure. From a St. Louis standpoint, you've got high school district football going on tonight as well. A lot of high schools involved, not just the players on the field, but everybody else that's involved from that standpoint. And a lot of really good matchups as well. Things that look like they could be a whole lot of fun to go out and watch too. Some really big matchups in the area. Some big schools as well. I mean, you've got CBC hosting Lafayette tonight. These are all district championship games, which are really cool. Northwest hosting Jackson. Parkway West hosting Fort Zumwalt North. You've got Cardinal Ritter and Ladue. I mean, Rittner and Pattonville. Fort Zumwalt West, Troy Buchanan. That's another big matchup there. Should be a really good game. Vianney and Sullivan. Luther North and St. Mary Southside. Rise alma mater. Got a St. Mary's story for you coming up in just a second, too. Eureka and Kirkwood. Another grudge match battle there. Parkway North and Orchard Farm. So, district high school football championship games tonight. A lot of school spirit if you want to get in there and support that as well. You can. We appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in on the show as always. And, of course, you can jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Let us know. Join the show. And, of course, we'll talk things over from that standpoint. We're here till 8 o'clock as we are Monday through Friday. And we always appreciate you guys joining us. Okay. A story from St. Mary's. This was unfortunate for soccer players on their team and just what happened to them after they won the district soccer title. That's right. They won the district soccer title, and then they were told, you used illegal players that should have been suspended, and now you're going to end your season. And St. Mary's is like, what? What are you talking about? What happened? Well, here's what happened. St. Mary's, it was a district title championship game too. But they were involved in a fight on the field. It was a bench clearing fight that happened in the district semifinal. So Misha said that the fight that happened in their semifinal soccer match, it should have led to players being suspended for the title game. St. Mary's didn't suspend the players that should have been suspended, according to Misha. Played him in the district title game, won the district title game against Valley Park, and then we're told after the game that you're suspended, your season's over, you're forfeiting the game, and your season is now done. So what happened was last Thursday, a fight broke out between St. Mary's and Gateway Science Academy. And they said that Misha suspended 6 players who left the bench and joined the fight. England said they knew that their players should have done this. They talked to him about it. It was a serious situation. Misha said that they told the school's athletic director that the players involved in the fight should have been suspended and should have received red cards, which meant you couldn't play the next game. Despite that, St. Mary's won the championship game against Valley Park on Tuesday. But then the state stripped the team of its district title, saying that it used players who should have been suspended because of that fight. So Misha is basically saying St. Mary's knew that the players should have been suspended. They tried to get around it and played their players. But St. Mary's is saying they didn't know that they needed to suspend the players. They said we were fully prepared to suspend our players, or if they said you're going to have to forfeit your next game, we would have forfeited the game. We had 3 players that remained on the bench. 6 left the field. And that's where the bench clearing brawl took place. He says, the bottom line is that we wanted Misha to partner with us so that we could handle this. They said Misha didn't partner with them. He says, England, the CEO, president of the school, says a key question that they never asked us before was, did any of the players come off the bench and not engage in the altercation? And the answer was yes. They had video of it all. So England is insisting they did what the state asked, and yet their team's title was still taken away. But Misha then said, quote, our role is to ensure fairness, consistency, and the safety of student athletes. Our review determined that required suspensions were not applied. So, yeah, the fight happened. Now they don't move on. Valley Park, who they beat in the district title, will now move on. Their season is back on. It's like, make the calls. Well, season's still up. St. Mary's loses the district title, and their kids are gone. It's, I mean, I don't know what happened, but there should have been some definite calls back and forth. Misha says it was clear. St. Mary says it was not. And then the season is now over. Every now and then you hear a story like this that happens, and it's just unfortunate, as I was saying earlier. Hate to hear it, and you hate to see some of those things that can go on. You just hate it. Hate it. No need. Really don't want to see it. And of course it happened. And then now you have these kids, and some of their careers are over for good. Done from that standpoint. Hey, if you haven't noticed yet, I mean, obviously, marijuana in the state of Missouri has been a massive hit. No pun intended. But the hemp business has also done very well in the state of Missouri. But now the hemp industry, rather, is watching what's happening in D.C. because federal regulators are now considering the new THC limits that could dramatically change the market, especially in the St. Louis, Missouri area. So the hemp industry leaders are saying that this proposal could force thousands of products off shelves and really hurt small businesses the most. But you've also got, Jack Cardetti saying, quote, over the last few days, Congress, Republicans, and Democrats have come together to close a loophole. They say it's a loophole that's allowed unregulated, untested products to be sold at gas stations and smoke shops across the country. They're trying to change that. And it's a bipartisan situation that's actually happening right now to close the loophole. Now, you have small businesses in the St. Louis area. They're like, whoa, wait a second. You're going to kill us, literally, when it comes to our business and sales. I saw a local TV station talked with Emporium. Fox 2 talked with Emporium Smoke Shop. They say that items that people rely on for their health are going to be going away if that's what happens. They say, quote, it's a tough hit for the retail industry as it's having less products that we can sell. Not providing the wellness products to people who need them is going to hurt citizens of St. Louis as well. So I don't know. This has been going on. Hemp was legalized in 2018 under the Farm Bill, and it contains low THC. That's what hemp does. It's low THC. But the chemical conversions can increase potency, creating products that have grown in popularity, yet sit completely outside any formal regulatory system. So that's where it is right now. Some Missouri retailers, by the way, have set voluntary limits of 21 and up without state or federal rules. The marketplace remains wide open. So we'll see where all of that goes. But this is what I thought was interesting too, right? State officials estimate that more than 40,000 food establishments, smoke shops, and more than 1,800 manufacturers sell hemp-derived products that would fall under the proposed restrictions. So I'm curious, would hemp go away? Would it totally go away in this whole situation? All I know is money is always the key.
Yeah, it's always the key factor.
People it's money. If money can be made, you'll see somebody trying to regulate it. Yeah. I mean, it's been that way since the beginning of time. Could it be healthier for you? Yeah, if you get it regulated 100%. Have we had issues? Have there been problems with hemp right now in the Missouri area? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know anything really about hemp, so
Yeah, yeah, and who's using it and what? I've heard of some really positive with hemp cream, with some of the TH creams,
I've had
and I've
heard,
used
like,
some of it, and I
balloons
was
or
like, oh,
whatever with
this
hemp,
worked.
but
I was like, hey, this stuff worked, and I liked it. Missouri tomorrow night at home, senior night against Mississippi State. They're 6.5-point favorites. I'm going on record. I'm taking the Tigers, and I'm giving up the points. My friend is like, Vic, are you sure? You sure? I'm 100% sure about that. Wanted to let you know, too, about betting as I lead you into that. Legal betting in the state of Missouri, just a few weeks away. And as it is, interesting story, ESPN, who struggled in a lot of business stuff lately, they're now closing up there. They tried to do a $2 billion ESPN bet, and it didn't work. Now they've gone back to FanDuel. Literally, they went back to FanDuel, ESPN did, after it didn't work. Just didn't work. ESPN bet went bye-bye, and they're going back to FanDuel. So now users are scrambling to transition their accounts who were there. They just couldn't do it. ESPN is promising a smooth transition, and they're offering some guidance to users, but they're done. So FanDuel getting a lot of exposure, and this obviously shows just how big and powerful they are from that standpoint when it comes to making things happen. 7:22 on a Friday morning, we cover stories from the St. Louis area. Also, when it comes to other stories that are interesting, St. Louis is not on this list, unfortunately, but whatever. The top run cities in America. Top run cities in America right now. Guess what number one is? Provo, Utah. Quality of services ranked 5th out of all of the cities in America. Financial stability, 31st. Education, 29th. Health risk, 35. Safety, number 3. Economy rank, 84. Infrastructure and pollution, 23. That's what they based this poll on. So Provo, Utah, number 1. Best run city in America, number 2. And you start to look at some of these things. It's like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with this. So Provo, Utah comes in at number 1. Number 2, Nampa, Idaho. 3, Manchester, New Hampshire. 4, Boise, Idaho. 5, Nashua, New Hampshire. 6, Dover, Delaware. 8, I couldn't see. Where was it? 7? I've lost 7. Where'd my 7 go? Yeah, they skipped over 7. Okay, whatever. 8 was Lincoln, Nebraska. And then I thought this one was interesting too. The 14 fastest growing cities in the United States. The most of them are south. Any surprise there?
everything was a surprise because I don't know much about those states for real. So
Oh, we're teaching you then.
like
Yeah, there you go.
Utah, I only know BYU because it's BYU.
Provo, Utah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, my friend.
Yeah.
Number 1, fastest growing city. Shouldn't be a surprise. Austin, Texas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Austin. Yeah, just a lot. I mean, they have a growth rate of over 25%. I mean, that's jaw dropping. That is insane. What they have going on down there right now in Austin, Texas. Number 2, another place I like, Raleigh, North Carolina. They're at almost a 20% growth rate in Raleigh. 3, Orlando, Florida. I understand that. 4, Charleston, South Carolina. About 18.5 to 19% growth rate. By the way, in Orlando, it's 20% growth rate as well. I mean, that's fat. That's a big, big growth rate yearly. Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida, no surprise there. 17% growth rate. San Antonio, Texas, that surprises me there. Because it's so dang hot. I mean, it is like unbearably hot in the summer in San Antonio, Texas. Funny story for you, right? Back, and I'm not kidding when I tell you this. I was covering the 2006 NBA Finals. It was a 2005, 2006 NBA Finals. Pistons and San Antonio Spurs. It was 110 degrees. I'm outside on the concrete doing live shots and live hits for WXYZ in Detroit. And my shoes, the heel, the sole of my heel started to melt. Literally on the concrete. Part of it started to melt on the freaking concrete. But San Antonio coming in at 7, which is somewhat of a surprise for me. 8, Dallas, Fort Worth. No surprise there. They have let's see here, because you had San Antonio 7. They had a 16.59% growth rate. 8, Dallas, Fort Worth. Once again, 16.58% growth rate. Phoenix, Arizona at 9. No surprise there. Another hot place, 6.1. And then Nashville, Tennessee, rounding out the top 10. No St. Louis in there, 15.35, but many of those cities are warmer, southern climates or southern areas where people continue to go to. So that's what we're starting to see. 7:26 on a Friday morning. We are Art City now. If you want to give us a call, you can do that as well. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. You can jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. We appreciate that when you guys come in as we talk from the story standpoint of what's going on. You've got Mizzou basketball Monday, SLU basketball in action tomorrow night as well. 7 p.m. hosting Grand Canyon. The Billikens looking to go 4-0 on the season. They've looked really good to start the year off already, as we've talked about from that standpoint. You've also got Mizzou football, which we were talking about, senior night. The teams change so quick, very, very quickly from year to year. You don't have the same teams in the NIL era anymore, any at all, hardly from that standpoint. So, you want to see what they got, see what happens with Mizzou tomorrow night. They are a 6.5-point favorite, by the way, in that game. We appreciate you guys being with us. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get you set for the weekend. Got to love this day. It's Friday. It's a beautiful morning. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day, no matter what plans that you have. Hopefully things are going well for you today as we end what is most people's work week, the end of the week. It is Friday. Jumping on the show if you want to as well. We'll also come back with a guest as we promote charitable opportunities that are going on throughout the St. Louis area. You want to hear about this one as well. We are your Lou information station. We are live and on demand at luinfo.com. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. It's November 14th. 7:28 is the time. We'll be back with more right after the show. Jump on in on X, Facebook, and YouTube, and you can stream with us right after this. 4th. I mean, I love our view from our Kirkwood. Literally looking outside, the sun is shining, 75 to 80 degrees on a Friday, halfway through November. It's going to be just like this again tomorrow. What are your plans? Let us know. You can jump in X, Facebook, YouTube. Hopefully you're able to get out and enjoy it. It's also Friday. I mean, come on. The Blues are in action tonight. They're in action tomorrow night. Mizzou football tomorrow night in Columbia. Lots going on. It is the holiday season as well. And of course, you know, we love to promote everything that's happening all throughout the St. Louis area. Also charities and people doing work throughout the community. And that's why we have Trina, because Trina has an event that's coming up that you have helped out with people during the holiday time that really helps kids and kids that have been struggling. So first of all, welcome to our show. We appreciate you coming into the studio this morning. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're doing and why you do this with the toy drive.
So I'm super excited, by the way. Okay, I am Trina Eakins, and I am the founder of Miracles in Progress. Really, the real reason why I do this every year is because I truly feel that there's a time that we all have that we actually have to do things to change lives and to help others. But I've been working with children for a long time that really need us. And every year, I just want to bring smiles to those faces in hard times. And right now, it was really weighing on me. And I had told you and shared a few things that I've been working on. And I forgot where my purpose was. And it led me back to, okay, Miracles in Progress is about making miracles. So December 7th at Our Ladies of the Snow, we've hosted this huge event every year.
How long have you been doing it now?
13 years.
Oh, wow.
13 years and going. There's times where I looked at it, I'm like, wow, this is a lot of work. You know, I never signed up for this, but I'll tell you that God blesses us, right? And he blessed me with a gift, and the gift is giving and being selfless and being able to help others and realize that we have a bigger purpose and we're out here to change lives, and kids are innocent. And if we can do something to help them, why not just show them by giving them camel rides, gifts, joy, food, not to worry about the day. The parents get to put up the phones. We also help siblings and their family members. So everybody's invited to this December 7th event. And really, I just want them to walk in and know that they don't have to worry about nothing but enjoying each other at the time. And truly, that's what we're about, giving so people have that time together.
What kind of kids are you helping?
So we help a lot of kids from the hospitals, Children's Hospital, but they're cancer children and also ones that are struggling with serious life illnesses. So anywhere from heart, debilitating illnesses or wishes, you could say too.
How many kids? And is this something that if word gets out that they can still partake, or do you still have room for kids? How does that work, and how do you determine that?
So it's funny you say that, because I didn't put a cap on it this year. I will have to have a number because I have huge rooms and stuff that I've taken over for the event.
At Our Lady of Snow.
Absolutely. And they know I was big one year, so they know it's going to be bigger this year because, again, I told you it weighs really hard in my heart to make a difference with everything going on today. I just truly feel like I want to blow this up and help as many people as possible. If they've never been able to do this, they should get out there and see the Christmas lights and have some dinner with us and have some gifts and enjoy the camel rides, the kettle corn, the hot chocolate, Lego land, and all that fun stuff. So,
well, how do people contact you, I guess, either to help as donors or sponsors and or to get helped?
Absolutely. So any family out there, if you're listening, I would love for you guys to go on to our miracles, the letter N, progress.org. And there is a registration form for the families. You just put how many people will be participating, what your kid's going through, what you may be fighting. So therefore, we can address that issue, not just for this event, but invite you out on other events. And as far as sponsorships, I am leaning on that. And if not, I'll personally take care of this. But truthfully, like right now, I don't want to put a number on it. I want everyone to getting in there and signing up. And the sponsorships are definitely needed because I don't know what that number is going to be. And one day I had 50. Okay. That was
50 kids signed up.
Yeah. In one day. So I'm sharing that because the numbers are rising and I'm counting on the man above, truthfully, to pull through.
There's that much need.
Huh?
There's that much need. Unfortunately, that many kids who are going through something.
Yeah, it was really quick too. It was one phone call, and all of a sudden, the kids at the hospitals found out there was an event, and one of the old social workers at the hospital reached out to some of those kids, and before you know it, we had sign up after sign up, and daily it's coming in. So I don't know what the number is. I can tell you right now that with the families, we have over 100 people, and that's with siblings too as well. So
these are people that are showing up to Our Lady of Snow. And what are specifics and details from that standpoint? You talked about camel rides and, things that are being.
So all of our sponsors are welcome to come with their significant other partner.
And is it a whole day? Is it an evening?
It's 3 to 7. And the reason being is I want you to see the Christmas lights.
And that's December 7th.
That is correct. It's on a Sunday. I feel like that's a good family day for people to come out. They can go to church, do what they need to in the morning, have breakfast, and then have something really exciting planned for the kids that evening, and they'll go right to bed, believe me, when they get done.
No, I get it. Talking with Trina Eakins from the event. What do kids leave with a toy as well?
They leave with a toy. They leave with gifts. They'll leave with lots of memories. We'll have photographers there providing photos, including our sponsors. They'll get to meet the kids that they're helping, which I feel is a lot different than many places. They're invited out to see what we do and to participate with these kids and kind of be a part of their day. So I feel like it's not just you come to see us, but we give you your wristband. We let you take off to do all that you want to do with your family. So it's not like you're stuck.
I'm not familiar with any other event like this right now throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, the way that you describe it. Are you?
No, I haven't heard anything. They've had a couple of events. There was a gala, I believe, not long ago. But this is more like the families get the time away. They're not having to dress up. They're not having to do anything special. They're having to show up to enjoy a whole evening with their families and loved ones.
What about sponsors that you currently have? Did you want to give them shout outs yet? Did you not want to?
Absolutely. I will say Oots Construction. I love David and his family. Great people. They've pulled through. Rick Pogue. I definitely want to get a
Rick's a friend. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I know the Dave Utz name and Rick Pogue.
Yeah, so Rick Pogue, I just was with him yesterday, and I want to give him a shout out. I love the guy. Hugs to you
How
for
could you
helping.
not?
Yeah, he's helping me with the toy drive
Of
too.
course he is.
Big kid, but Rick is a great guy. David's a great guy. I had a Subaru. I want to thank them for jumping in and doing so much for us, and want to continue next year into helping our organization. They learned a little bit about us. And as people know, and if they don't know me, they know my biggest thing with this is asking for help. I'm so used to running a business or doing bigger things that I just feel like I want to take care of things. And it's hard sometimes. That's why I'm here with you to try to get more sponsorships.
What's the best way for people to contact you to get sponsorships? And we want to try to help.
So they can go online, and we have sponsorships available online. It shows all about the program, what we provide. All the money goes to our programs and this event. They can go specifically donate to this event and be a large sponsor, a small sponsor, whatever it is. But we have positions for all of them.
And what is the best address for people to go to, best web address?
So
online?
the best, it's www.miracles, the letter N, progress.org.
Miraclesinprogress.org.
Yes.
Miracles, the letter N, progress.org. Once again, that's miracles, the letter N, progress.org to try to go and help Trina out and the families. It really is rewarding when you do something like this, and people who have done it and got involved in charitable work like yourself and like I have in the past, there really isn't an equal feeling. Sometimes it may be like, well, you do it. And I've always felt like I felt really good when I do it. And then maybe sometimes it feels selfish, but I'm like, no, that's a good feeling. It's like, cause you're helping somebody and that feeling that comes along with it.
Absolutely.
Especially kids that are going through things that, are no fault of their own or their families and really struggling.
Absolutely. I think about that every day. I know that people that are listening, we all have struggles.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very selfless to be able to jump outside of that and think about, well, what are others going through? Because we all have our own internal things we work through. But I think the most important thing to point out in this is that this is your time to be able to step up and be a part of something other than yourself, and to be able to give back in a way that the littlest things matter. And some days that's just showing up, and to me, this is show up.
Trina Eakins here talking about the event that's coming up. You talk about having to maybe cover it yourself from that standpoint, which you're not wanting. Did you want to promote your business at all, or is there a way where people can help you in your business for what you do with other people at all, anyway, from that standpoint?
So absolutely. There's going to be a time here soon. And just to kind of go into something that I've been wanting to share, I have something extremely huge I've been working on for years, Vic, and I think it's very important for people to understand, I'm in a position right now that I will change lives with or without everyone, because I truly believe that that's what we're here for, right? That's why I'm a founder of a nonprofit. Nothing is simple, including my own life and my own business as I'm growing. But I have like something really big coming up and a company that's going to blow up to help our community in a different way.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's super exciting whenever you think about when you put your heart into something and when you think bigger than just what you may see, but take those dreams and turn them to reality. And what I can share is that I have created something that is beautiful, that is going to be able to help out catastrophic needs, roofing companies, builders, designers, restoration companies.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And
this sounds like a patent thing.
It definitely is.
Okay, there you go.
It is.
Because it's like you're giving us a little, but you can't give it all.
Yes. I mean, when it comes down to it, I'll be back. I'll tell you, but I will say that all companies out there that may be listening, I'll be excited to talk to you too, as not only will I come to you with a solution, but you may be able to help in different levels.
So are you in that field right now too, then, from that standpoint?
Absolutely not. I have been, so people ask that all the time. I work full time and I help a company right now in the automotive industry. And I've done it for 4 years in the interim of me working on patents and all the fun stuff out there that you have to do to become an entrepreneur. But as well as having a nonprofit. Mm-hmm. And running that as well. So I'm busy. I'll just say I'm busy.
Well, it sounds like it. That's for sure. Outside of the things that you've already told us about with the event that's coming up, any other things, we've been showing pictures of what it is and people enjoying and having fun. Anything, any final comments from that standpoint, just to remind people why they would want to get involved or what it can take to make these dreams come true for these kids?
It takes us coming together. I'm looking at the pictures now as we're talking about, I could tear up, but it's just like, you don't know what they're fighting. Mm-hmm. And when you look at them, all they ask is for love and people to come together. I don't even think kids sometimes understand until they're in front of you at that moment, but just what those moments mean and coming together and just be a part of this. I mean, I would love to have some sponsors show up or people that are very interested in our organization to sign up. Mm-hmm. So we can have them join to kind of see where we want to head, because there's so much to come with our organization. I mean, I would love to do so much more. And I think it all takes a team and an empire to be built to create those things for kids and families. We'd
love to promote the St. Louis area. If you don't mind talking about it with everything that you're already doing, super successful business owner, female-owned business as well. Where are you from? What part of the area? What do you?
I'm in Fenton, which my businesses are in Fenton. So
are you from that area too? Then.
So it's funny you ask that. So I'm from that area. When I was young, I was there. I lived there. I went to Creve Coeur after that, and I stayed in that area because I had a collection agency I owned and a tanning salon in Creve Coeur. And so I like to be nearby where I work. Obviously, I'm still doing it 25 years later.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I'm from that area, yes. And I came into this and went to Naples, Florida, and started another company down there. And as soon as I came back to St. Louis from Naples, I ended up back in Fenton again. And I think you just kind of go back to where your roots are.
Well, you do in the St. Louis area, it seems like.
Yeah, I do. It's such a, everybody says St. Louis is big, but it's really not that big.
Of course it's not.
Not as big as I
would. Of course it's not. I know. I get it. It is. We're a bigger, smaller city, whatever you want to say from that standpoint. We just love to promote it and things are there and try to get, different things that are going out and where people are going. What's up? So what's happening in the Fenton area these days? There's a lot of growth, isn't there?
Absolutely.
I mean, it seems like every time I hear about Fenton over the last, let's say 10 years, it's just been massive growth.
it's funny you talk about that because I'm part of the Fenton Chamber of Commerce, and we have
Okay.
those conversations of all the growth going on. But that's what I like about Fenton. Fenton's it's going to be the new Kirkwood where you sit. You know, they're talking about Fenton being the new Kirkwood, or, you know, bigger places. It's definitely, you can't find homes in that area. You know, I mean, they come and go so quickly. It's just I love the family feel. I'm close to Parkway. You know, there's a lot of families in my neighborhood and everybody's so kind. And the area itself, I feel like it's just growing.
So if you're talking the greater, and you're in the Chamber of Commerce from Fenton, what are the school districts that make up all of Fenton then? Are you familiar with that?
So it's all Parkway.
Is that Parkway South then?
South.
It's all
Yeah,
Parkway
South.
South that covers that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Eureka, those are like the Parkway. That's the Parkway school districts. So, I mean, a lot of that is just, I mean, they do so much in that area. I mean, it's growing so much, but like from when I was there and now it is like doubled, tripled, and it's almost impossible to get property in there anymore. Because believe me, I've been looking.
I get it.
As a businesswoman, I'm looking.
But it seems like so many businesses have just popped up all throughout.
And there's going to be a lot more.
Area.
I don't know if they've talked about it. And sorry if I bring it up, but I
bring up whatever.
There's going to be
let's break news. Let's talk.
Yes, there's going to be some great buildings going up. They're talking about putting in like centers, beautiful restaurants and stuff right there where the Anheuser-Busch and Amazon is now.
Oh yeah.
There's talks of so many beautiful places. Like I said, their plan is to be the new Kirkwood. It's going to be where you
mean right off of 44?
Absolutely.
By was that not Bucky's or what is
Wally's?
I mean Wally's, Bucky's.
You're thinking of Buckeyes.
Buckyes.
Or no, Bucky's. You're right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the right by Wally's, and then I got you. I know
so
exactly.
in that area, they're revamping a lot.
Well, First Form's right in there too, so
everything's there, and I feel like that's making everything else go up. So property value is going through the roof. Things are blowing up. It's close for people to go to work. I mean, those are large companies. First Form, Amazon, Anheuser-Busch. I mean, that's just went in the past couple of years. So I can imagine they've been talking about it, and the guys walked in that are doing all this stuff. So, I mean, they gave us a little heads up. So it's going to be a beautiful thing here in the next year or two there.
Well, we love what you're doing, and it's amazing what you're trying to do with the help and helping kids from that standpoint. And the advertisers, once again, it's Miracles in Progress, the letter N, miraclesinprogress.org. You can help Trina. I hope you have help. Do you have help with your organization?
I do. Here's the thing, though. I do a lot, and I'm learning to let go. And that's why I'm here, is because I would love people to get involved more. I got a great board and a great staff that helps me. But we're all self-made volunteers, and we all work. And some of them have kids, and the kids are now participating all the time. I mean, I have a young girl, America, that's been with my friend, one of my best friends, Caroline. Her daughter has been with us since she was a little girl, and she still helps in all of our events.
What do you mean she's been with you?
So she's been with Miracles in Progress. So her daughter has been a part of the program because her mom was.
Okay, I got
And now her daughter, since she was a little girl, has been with us. And now
Were they trying to overcome something too from a health standpoint?
No,
Okay.
they didn't. But what's cool about that, though, is you're bringing not sick kids with sick kids, and that carries them through.
Yeah.
So it's almost a message, and a grateful message, that I look at her and I'm grateful that she's joined, because now her daughter does things with us. And now she's 18 and she's been with us since she was young. So those kind of things, I believe, is what grows your organization and helps you to grow, because those kids are now speaking for you.
Well, I'm glad you've got some of the sponsorships that you have, but obviously Trina needs a lot more help to handle this. Just God bless you for doing it and trying to take care of everything that doesn't come in from the standpoint of sponsorships or donors for these kids who are dealing with these life-changing illnesses, and the families and the siblings, because anybody that is involved with anybody that's sick knows it's a family thing, or at least it should be a family thing. In most cases it is. And of course it's expensive and you need help. And this is just one day, and you're willing to help and do what you can. I mean, how many kids do you think are going to be? You've already got how many? 100?
100.
So you're providing for 100 kids at Our Lady
and
of
their
Snow
siblings. So you get
on December 7th from 3 to 7.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to call them in the next couple of weeks and kind of give them a number. They know that I told them this year, it's just, I don't care. This year is, I just want to impact. I know there's a lot of people don't have food. In my heart, I'm just ready to do what I can in our community
Mm-hmm.
with kids, families, you name it. I mean, I want to be thankful on Thanksgiving, and I want to give. I want to be everything I can be.
Where do you think that came from? That feeling that you had for this?
Just being me. It's
okay. I didn't know if it was the way
it's-
you were raised, if it was where you saw helpful, because
Well, my mom did a lot for me.
okay.
So, as my mom and I for 13 years. And, when we didn't have things, I would have never known it because the way she masked it,
Mhm.
and I think with everything we go through, we're able to pull through and show that those things develop us into who we are and we appreciate things. And when my mom took me from we had a trailer, I come from a trailer, and then we ended up in a beautiful home,
Mm-hmm.
and she did everything for me. And so when I look at life, I look at it as from the ground up. I know from the bottom to up exactly where you can go when you put your heart in different places and you take experiences and you turn them into positivity. And I think that positivity and the man above really guides me. And my heart is really to help people, even in the business I'm going into.
Well, we'll have to talk more about that then, because you dropped a big bomb on us talking about it being revolutionary, a product to help people. So
Yeah.
no, we'll get you back in from that standpoint. Trina's here with us, Trina Eakins. It's Miracles in Progress, the letter N, miracle.org. If you're looking for something, if you're already helping people but want to do more, check out the website on how you can sponsor, be a part of this. There's no feeling like giving back if you can, if you're a business, to get your name out there, and also just to do something that's right, that's good, and that feels good, helping out these kids and these families. On December 7th at Our Lady of Snow, 3 to 7 o'clock. Carriage rides, you said, is that right? Or are you?
So I'm working with Polar Express right now. So that was another surprise that I was going to drop in there. So I have a phone call already out. Got some good answers. I'll be announcing at that event about possibly being able to send them off to the Polar Express on a specific day for all the kids that show up to be able to take a ride and have that evening with their family as well. So that is what I'm working towards right now.
Snacks, drinks,
everything,
a toy. That's a lot.
And food. I mean, not just snacks.
And
they're
food.
going to be able to have a nice meal and
Wow.
sit down. And then after they're done, they get to have some donuts. We got a really cute donut company coming, and they're going to be able to go around, get kettle corn, hot chocolate, candy bars, whatever they want, and jump on a camel. They go to Legoland. I mean, it is a true night of fun.
Well, thanks for everything that you do, Trina. We appreciate it. We'll keep in touch with you. Let us know if we can help again from that standpoint. And thanks to Utz Construction, Rick Pogue, for helping you out already as well. Trina Eakins, we appreciate you coming in. Thanks so much. Guys, that's a fast show right there, 6 to 8. Boom, just like that. The fastest 2 hours in the morning from 6 to 8. Producer Rise alongside. I'm Vic Faust. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Thanks for having our backs. If you can have Trina's back, that would be even better. Let's see here. Go Blues tonight and tomorrow night. Go Mizzou football tomorrow night. Go SLU basketball tomorrow night. Mizzou basketball on Monday, and I guess any of the other teams that you want. Plus the high school football districts in action tonight. Eureka, they're in action tonight.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. They're looking for a district title as they play Kirkwood. And then, of course, so many other teams, big games, district football tonight. Thanks for joining us. As always, stay positive. Enjoy this amazing weather. We'll see you Monday at 6 a.m. That does it for Arch City Now. Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Jansen, the former Blue, and Cardinals broadcaster Jen the Cat Hayes coming up next. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.
When it's time.